Broadcasting from an undisclosed location under a farm pond somewhere in the Midwest. Your host is Jim Crowley. This is Slickfish Radio. Hey, we are back tonight. Everybody, welcome to another edition of Slickfish Radio. Didn't know if we were going to pull this one off tonight with all the heat. We had some power outages and hoping that doesn't reoccur again. But I'm glad to be back here with every night. We have some fun stuff. People already hopping on. I love you folks. Landon Malone. Hi, Landon. How are you? Glad to see more people chiming in. Please feel free to say hi if you can. And as always, if I don't get back to you right away, I will do an after the show and get back to all of your questions and comments. We have some exciting stuff tonight. Before I get going, I want to thank all of our sponsors who help bring Slickfish Radio to you each and every week. American Tackle, we're going to be talking a little bit about their collaboration with Autism Anglers here in a little bit with Don Morris from Autism Anglers. Also, Explore Lacrosse. Man, I was just there going back, I think, at the end of July. Once you go to La Crosse, Wisconsin, you just cannot get enough. The fishing, the food, the people, it's all fantastic there. Shields in Springfield, Illinois. Make sure that Shields right now is fully packed with everything, and not just for fishing and hunting. If you like to bicycle, if you like yoga, if your favorite sports team, Shields is locked and loaded with everything that you could possibly need. And that is, in my opinion, one of the best, if not the best store around. We are powered, of course, by Dakota Lithium batteries with 11-year warranty. Looking forward to seeing them at ICAST along with everybody else. And a little bit of ICAST information for you before we bring on my guest, Don Morris from Autism Anglers tonight. At ICAST, last year we did a couple of the lives, okay, for Jim Crowley Outdoors. We are going to be doing lives every day at ICAST, courtesy of Wire to Fish TV. And we are going to be, John, how you doing, John? We're going to be doing lives from ICAST every day. I think we're going to be doing Facebook as well as Instagram lives from ICAST. We're going to be interviewing different people. We're going to have some fun. We're going to have some fun stuff. Show you some new products. For those of you who don't get to go to ICAST that aren't in the industry but want to know, there was not a lot of those done last year, and the ones that I did, people really liked them. So we are going to do those at ICAST this year and try to keep you up to date. All you got to do is go to Jim Crowley Outdoors page. Like I said, we'll be doing lives probably at least once, maybe twice a day, courtesy of Wire to Fish TV. Okay, next Monday night, I will be in Oswego, Illinois, at the Oswego Land Fishing Fools. We're going to give a talk there. I'm also giving away one of the rods that I made. They're going to have that in a raffle. We're going to be talking about bladed jigs and Tokyo rigs with the Oswego Land Fishing Fools. So that is next Monday night in Oswego, Illinois. So I'm really looking forward to that. And as I said, tonight, our guest is Don Morris from Autism Anglers. Don, my friend, man, you're looking good. How are you?
How are you?
I'm doing good. There you go. Your feed's a little bit better. Your feed was a little interrupted there for a second, but now I think you're moving with us. Can you hear me pretty good?
I can hear you.
Okay, good. All right. So who knows? It may be a storm down by Florida. It does rain there at least once a day this time of year. So you don't know. So, hey, why don't you tell us a little bit about how Autism Anglers got started and give us a little bit of the history of it, my friend.
Yeah, absolutely. So my son was diagnosed with autism many years ago. I can tell you exactly when because that's coming up soon. So in 2018, I decided that I needed to share what I was learning about autism with other people because I was new to it, new autism dad. I didn't understand what was going on. So as I was learning more about it, how to help my son, I needed to share that. And I've been in the fishing industry since I started working. My very first job was actually selling fishing equipment and hunting equipment. So I've been in the fishing industry for a long time, and I've been fishing for more than 40 years. So I know anglers. So that's who I decided to share what autism is, and that's when we come up with our plan of attack and our mission of spreading the word of autism to anglers.
Yeah, and you're like me. One of the reasons I think you and I became friends years ago is because we are both passionate people. We are passionate about something, and I've always been that way, especially working in the outdoor industry. I am. There are things, and I am attracted to people. I like to work with people that are passionate about something. And I remember when you came to me with this idea. And said, "Hey, we're going to do this, man. And would you like to get on board and be part of it?" And I was like, "Sure." Anybody who knows Don Morris knows his heart as big as he is. And so I knew that once Don put his gusto behind it, that this was going to be good. And Autism Anglers has been, we're both Christians, and autism, there's no doubt Autism Anglers has been blessed by the Lord. He's reached more people in a positive way through fishing and through good effort in a very short amount of time than I know he ever expected.
Oh yeah.
And there's a lot of great things going on right now with Autism Anglers. And before we get into it, because those of you tuning in tonight, you're going to hear about something really, really cool. And we're going to get to that in a little bit. But the first thing that I want to talk about is, there is tackle that is needed. So any of you anglers out there who have tackle sitting around in your garage, and I know there's a bunch of you, all right. If you want a good cause that it can go to, Don, tell them how they can get rid of some of their rods, their reels, their old lures, anything.
Absolutely. So when we first started Autism Anglers, I mean, I wanted to make sure that it was legit right away. So we got our 501(c) paperwork in, became a legal nonprofit organization. And the plan was just to share our mission, spreading awareness and acceptance to autism through the sport of fishing. That was it. And within the first couple months, I had people reaching out, "Hey, I've got tackle. Can you give it to an autistic angler?" I'm like, "Sure." And then it just kept compounding from there. And the next thing I know, I have a garage full of tackle and rods and reels. And we started sending out boxes to applicants. It was amazing. In the first year, we didn't, we sent out about 500 pounds of tackle free of charge to the applicants. This year so far, we've sent out, I don't know how many thousands of pounds of tackle, but we sent out, it's just incredible. In April and May alone, we sent out over 300 boxes, each one of them weighing 2-3 pounds in tackle.
Wow.
So absolutely amazing. So tackle is the big thing. We can always use tackle. The thing we hurt for the most is terminal tackle and hard baits. We're always overwhelmed with lots of plastics, and it's great. We make sure every kid gets every autistic angler, not just kids, adults too. We make sure that they get lots of plastics, but we always need hooks, weights, and bobbers, hard baits. We're always waiting on those, and they send them right to us, and we repackage everything up as we get enough applicants, and we send them all out. So. We usually have a wheelbarrow at the front door, and the mailman comes and picks up the wheelbarrow and wheels it out to the vehicle a couple times a week when we start shipping a lot of them.
Well, at least you got the wheelbarrow there for the guy, because he could come up in front door and go, "Oh man, it's like UPS. Here we go again." And the great thing about anglers is, and hunters are the same way, and we both know that we're the first ones to come to a cause and help. We are always the first ones to come and help. And so if any of you have tackle laying around in your garage, anything you want to get rid of, realize that it's going to a good cause. Now, Don, and to prove that to you, Don, I want you to just, first story comes to your mind, man. Some of the tackle that's been donated and sent out, it has changed lives. And so for one of the stories that comes to mind, man, tell people about some of the stuff you've sent out, because I know you've gotten letters back. So what's happened?
Yeah, we get tons of letters, pictures. The parents will send us letters. How they just when they break down and cry, because we put a little letter in there, telling the recipient, that somebody that cares about them told us about them, and we love who they are, so we wanted to make sure they have tackle. But we'll get letters from moms mostly, saying, we can't afford a rod and reel, so he's using ours, as we're fishing, whatever. And so we'll send, we'll find a rod and reel in new to really good shape. We'll send them out, and we get letters. You can feel the tears coming through the screen when you're reading the emails. We get those, on a weekly. Many of them a week. It's just amazing to hear this, how fishing is therapy, and sure. When kids get out there, or kids and adults both. I keep saying kids because I've got Landon here, he's 10. So it's easy to associate with kids, but anybody, adults and kids on the spectrum, it just gives them something to think about, and it just takes their mind off of whatever their normal focus or fears or whatever they have going on. It just takes and rewires that for a short time and lets them focus on something different.
Now, for those of you who want to know anything more about it, and if you want to donate some tackle and get some of that stuff out of your garage, you can go to autismanglers.org. And that they'll go through with you exactly how you can go and do that, and know that, hey, the old lures that you aren't using anymore, the stuff that didn't work for you last year, even new package stuff, send it to them, because it is going to change some child, some adult's life. It's going to change. It is going to bring a smile to somebody with autism, and all the information is out there. Now, we're going to tell you something a little bit early, and then we are going to get, so you guys can see this first. This is the first show that this is going to be talked about, but I do want to tell you this first. Here is the question. If you want to win some free autism gear tonight, and Don, I think you said it's a sun shield. Is that what it is?
Yep. Net gator.
Yeah.
Or two of them out there.
Okay. So I need you to go, and you can do this during the commercial break, so you're not going to miss anything. Okay. So during the commercial break, go to autismanglers.org. I want you to look in the About Us section of autismanglers.org and tell us what year that Don's son Landon was diagnosed with autism. If you can do that, you will win a very cool, very, very cool Autism Anglers net gator. Now, I want you to stay. So that's it. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to show you something that's going to be seen here live first, and that will only be shown at ICAST. So stay tuned. Check autismanglers.org. Find out when Landon was diagnosed. Stay with us through the break. And afterwards, we're going to talk about something new and exciting that American Tackle, Don, and Autism Anglers is bringing for kids, not only with autism, but for kids everywhere. Like Chuck Woolery used to say, we will be back in 2 and 2. American Tackle is home to the award-winning microwave line control system. Rod blanks to reel seats, ferrules to finish, grips to guides. They're committed to the very best in rod building components. Find out more, americantackle.us. With fishing beyond your expectations, indoor and outdoor activities, a vast variety of places to eat, drink, and stay. Discover your next adventure between the bluffs. ExploreLaCrosse.com. Located in Springfield, Illinois' largest selection of sports and sportswear, hunting, fishing, specialty shops and services, a 65-foot Ferris wheel, 16,000-gallon saltwater aquarium, and industry-leading knowledgeable employees. You don't take chances at Shields, ever. Go to Shields.com. Believing quality is measured by lifespan and harnessing their unique chemistry and engineering know-how. Dakota Lithium lasts 4 times longer, powering your passion with an 11-year warranty. Find out more, DakotaLithium.com.
Slick Fish Radio with Jim Crowley can be seen and heard on Roku, Fire TV, Spotify, Amazon Music, and iTunes.
There we go. Come here. Get in here. Yeah. Nice fish right there. Hi, I'm Jim Crowley. Make sure you catch my show, Jim Crowley Outdoors, Monday to Friday, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, exclusively on Wired to Fish TV. Look for Jim Crowley Outdoors on Wired to Fish TV on free ad-supported streaming TV, including Plex, that can be downloaded in the App Store at Apple TV, Roku, Samsung, and others. Hey, we are back, and we have 2 winners. I told you, dude, these guys are awesome. These guys are awesome. So Maria Aguilera, I think, and sorry, hon, if I pronounced your name wrong. She said 2017. Gene Radford said 2017. Okay, so guess what? I will contact you after the show is over. I will get your information. I will send it to Mr. Don Morse from Autism Anglers. And Don, you're going to send them net gators.
Absolutely.
Look at that. How wonderful. Okay. And we had more people tune on. So we are going to talk about, get right to it. And God bless all of you for tuning in tonight and always helping out with this. We always say this, wouldn't have a show without you. I love y'all like crazy. Thanks so much for that. Don, I want you to show everybody what you, American Tackle, and Autism Anglers worked up, because this is something very cool for everyone.
Yeah, so one of the things that we've been looking at is rod and reel combos that we send out to the applicants. And what we keep seeing is, cheap fiberglass, what you call Snoopy poles. They've got, the built-in reels. They're fiberglass. They're not made to last long. They're made for, they're made for little kids. And they're just basic as basic can be. They change them every year by putting new characters on them, things like that. We wanted to get away from that. Not only are we promoting, what autism is and getting, autistic anglers in the water, but we're also promoting family. We definitely, that's super important to us. We need families out on the water. And we wanted to bring a high quality youth combo out to help get those kids to that next step beyond that Snoopy pole. So working with American Tackle, and I do work for American Tackle, a full-time job, and been working with them. I brought this idea to my boss, and he just fell in love with it. So we actually came out with the Autism Anglers Youth Rod Combo. Not fiberglass. We went with carbon fiber for the rod. We went with the award-winning microwave guide system, so it's got the upgraded guides. We made a removable reel, so now you can take the reel off and you can upgrade to a bait caster. So as the as the experience of the angler gets better, we can take off the push button and we can put a bait caster on there. So high quality American Tackle parts. This is their new P seat. This is one of their newest seats on the market. So it's a super comfortable seat, not just a basic, just a basic casting seat or with the built-in reel. The reel is even upgraded. We went with a metal cone. We went with the double handle. So the thing is super smooth, easy to use. Comes already pre-lined with 10-pound mono. Just a super nice, high-quality combo. It is a two-piece, so we can ship it. It can be packed away for easy storage. You can keep one, in the boat, in the live well, or in the rod locker. So when the kids come on, you've always got one there for them. So like Jim said, we're releasing these at ICAST for the first time this year, and we're hoping to see these go into retailers all across the country, all across the world. So some packaging here. So if you're coming to ICAST, make sure you see this. It's actually going to be in the new product showcase in ICAST. You're looking for this here with the hang tags are in the way, with the youth fishing rod combo. So again, promoting families out on the water, not just the autistic anglers. The best thing about this combo is everything earned from this combo helps autism anglers with their missions. So not only are you getting a high quality combo, but all the monies come right back to autism anglers. Of course, we'll buy more rods and get those out there, but it helps with our missions. It helps send out those, postage the way it is. It costs us $10 to send every single one of those boxes of tackle out to the kids and adults. So
I think it's absolutely fantastic. And those of you who watch this show long enough and watch my other show, American Tackle's been a big supporter of me and my shows over the years. And this is one of the reasons I absolutely love working with these people. Just had a gentleman, Rick Reed, just came on. What's the price of these going to be, Don?
So right now, our price point that we're looking at until we get everything ordered. Right now we're in the prototyping stage, but right now we're looking at a $39.99 retail price. So we wanted to keep them affordable, as high quality as possible. So we're shooting for that $40 price range for retail.
And I think that's fantastic with it being an upgradable rod. The rod is there, and what I mean by upgradable is you can put a different reel on it when the person's experience level goes from closed face to a bait casting reel. You've actually got a graphite rod, and you have. And the microwave guide system on there, Don, show me the guides for a second. That is, if I'm not mistaken, the microwave black on black.
This is the black on black air. So there's no ceramic in here to break. So
right, no ceramic in there to break. And not only that, those are the guides that I build on my rods. And for tournament guys, they are almost crush proof. And so for having that in a young child's hands, or having where the rod could be dropped, you don't have to worry about inserts popping out. Those guides, I have literally bent those myself and bent them back into place because I shut a rod locker or stepped on them or something like that. This is a fantastic combo to put together that you can have for a long time. Like Don said, this is not just a cheap fiberglass rod. This is a rod they're going to be able to feel. This is a rod they're absolutely be able to cast with good line on it and a fantastic guide system that can be upgraded, that can grow with the young adult. This, in my opinion, is probably the first time that a rod system like this has been put out on the price, and the money goes toward Autism Anglers. Kudos to you guys, to American Tackle, to Autism Anglers for doing this, because this is one more aspect of being able to get families together to take their kids fishing. Everything has gotten more expensive. You guys did a great thing by keeping quality components at a low price where people can maybe get another fishing rod to take their kids fishing. And knowing how American Tackle plans stuff, I bet that was part of the planning too, is this is not just going to be for Autism Anglers, although it supports that, but we just want people to get fishing, correct?
Absolutely. I mean, we're all about, not just at Autism Anglers, we're all about getting families out there, family bonding time. But that is what American Tackle is all about. I mean, we've got a great team there. I've been on board for 8 years now, and I've seen a lot of people come, and we just keep growing. I mean, the company has grown, and it's because we put out, number one, a good quality product. Number one, we have fantastic people.
Yep.
Number two is a great quality product, and we just keep innovating. So we keep coming out with new stuff every year. New ideas. Family is one we're really pushing now. Family and the environment are two things that Autism Wranglers and American Tackle are about.
Yeah, and I think if I was just trying to think of something here. If for those of you, we're going to be doing a little more of this at ICAST, where we were talking earlier before Don came on about doing some lives at the booth. Or throughout the show. And we're probably going to get a little bit more into a couple of new products from American Tackle. One, I'm at ICAST, but we will be talking about the Autism Anglers rod again. And remember that a lot of this money goes to support Autism Anglers. There's cost in shipping. There's cost in other things. There's cost in time. The good thing is there's an organization that Don spearheads right now with his passion that is going to be able to help anglers. If you know anybody with autism, if you know anybody who you think that can benefit from this organization, from their efforts, go to autismanglers.org and you can find out more how you can be a little bit of assistance, how you can help, how maybe you can help somebody else. But Autism Anglers is set up for that, to get people and get families that are facing the challenges of autism, to get them outside, get them fishing together. No matter where they are on the spectrum, there is always something good that can be gained from an outdoor experience with family. And Don, I think you've seen that firsthand, haven't you?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. One of the things that, me being in the fishing industry and doing all this, one of the things I wish is that Landon was a little bit more into fishing. With autism, you just never know. So we don't. And, one of these days he'll be right there beside me, I'm sure. So.
Well, yeah, there's not going to be any way that it's just going to happen. It's just going to happen. But I've seen some of the pictures. He looks pretty excited. He looked pretty happy with that rod and reel right there. And I know you guys are proud of all the work you put into it. And so go over one more time. I know we mentioned it a couple times. And by the way, just so you know, the winners here, Gene Radford, I will get a hold of you in a little bit after the show. Maria Aguilar and Lo Siento, if I said your name wrong, I am sorry. I will get with both of you after the show. We will get your shipping information, and I will get it to Don so he can get you that stuff. But Don, tell them one more time about where they can find out more information about Autism Anglers.
So autismanglers.org is definitely the best place to go. And we're also on social media, Facebook and Instagram mostly. We got to work on our Twitter game a little bit, but Instagram and Facebook, you can definitely get a hold of us all the time on there. If you reach out, it's going to be either myself or my wife, Janine. We are the only ones that answer all that. So you're talking to one of us. And thank goodness for good women in our lives, right, Jim? Otherwise, we couldn't do this.
You ain't a kid in there, buddy. You ain't a kid in there. They've already earned their place in heaven.
That's right.
I know mine has.
And you know mine has, too.
Buddy, I sure appreciate. Say hi to the family. Say hi to Landon for me. I know we're going to get to spend some time together the next couple of weeks. I am sure Looking forward to it. It's always fun to see the gang and share some laughs and just have a good time.
And we will be at iCast on the water with this. So when you're down there doing interviews, we'll be in a casting spot. So we'll be able to test this out, and so people can see that how good quality a kid's combo can be. So
that's awesome. I'm really looking forward to that. That's gonna be cool. I think probably me and a couple of the guys are maybe me and Mo will get in a casting contest with it. I don't know. We'll see.
there you go.
We'll do it. Maybe I'll bring that out peacock bass fishing next time with them. We'll have some fun with
Yes.
it. All right, buddy. Well, thanks for your time, and I will talk to you soon. God bless you, my friend. I'll see you soon.
Thank you, Jim. God bless you.
That is just an absolutely fantastic guy. And so I'm so blessed to be able to call him a friend. Thank you for all of you tuning in tonight. We got a couple things more to talk about that I want to tell you. But like I said, Gene and Maria, I will get with you here shortly. So I will. Rick Reed said, thanks, Don. You are awesome. Rick, you are awesome for joining. And everybody who came in tonight, a lot of you commenting. And please feel free, if you like this show, and tell friends about it. I mean, we are on, as you said, we're on Facebook Live, but after that, then we go to Spotify, then we go to iTunes, then we go to Amazon Music, and you can also find the Slickfish radio channels on Roku and Fire TV. So I want to tell you a couple more things real quick that we said at the beginning of the show. Next Monday night, that is the 11th, I think. Yes, it is July 11th. I will be at the Oswego Land Fishing Fools Fishing Club talking about bladed jigs and Tokyo rigs. So if any of you are near Oswego, Illinois, please stop in. I think you can go to their website. I think it's at the police station there or something. Let me get you an address. Hold on here. It will be Oswego Police Department, 3355 Wuller Road. I think that's Woller, Wuller Road. And going to be giving away a rod that I custom made for this night. So if you're going to be in Oswego, Illinois, there you go. We're going to be there. Also, next Tuesday night, we're going to have another Slickfish Radio prior to iCast. That's the week before iCast. We are going to be talking with Alan Michalak, who is the president of Wired to Fish TV. And we're going to be talking about all the stuff that we're going to do, some of the stuff we're going to be doing at iCast, and also talking about Wired to Fish TV, the channel, the new stations that are coming in, how you can find us, and all that other good stuff. A lot of really cool stuff coming on right there. So as always, I want to thank American Tackle. See if they can win yet another award this year at iCast, 6 and counting, more than anybody else for terminal tackle. Explore Lacrosse, my friends between the bluffs there in La Crosse, Wisconsin, love it there. Can't wait to go back. Shields from Springfield, Illinois, the best store on the planet as far as I'm concerned. Just a great place to visit. That 65-foot Ferris wheel. If you're in the Illinois area, check them out right there. Dakota Lithium, who we are powered by every week. And let me show you a couple things here. Forgot to do this last week. If you want to look at American Tackle, who helped bring out this Autism Anglers combo, you can go to AmericanTackleAnglerProducts.com. We will give you 20% off anything you order from American Tackle. Put in the code JCO20. You get 20% off. That's it. Real simple, just like that. Also, Fish 419 sunglasses. Now you get 15% off. If you're in the Shields area in Springfield, Illinois, they have a huge selection of Fish 419 sunglasses. Go there and buy them. If you're not in the Shields area and you want to see only the glasses, the shooting glasses, the fishing glasses that I use, go to fish419.com, put in the code thanks JC, and you will get 15% off there. We got some more comics. Hey, Rick Reed just said, let me know. I just retired. I will look you up sometime just to chat. Rick, would be honored to talk to you, sir. I'm glad you retired. Congratulations on that. I did it. Best job change I ever made. So again, special thanks to all of you. I say it all the time, both for my show on Wired to Fish TV as well as here. I would not have a show without all of you. God bless you so much. I appreciate all of you. We will be here next week again with another show. Until then, God bless you. I want to do one more thing before I leave. All right, I will get a hold of the winners. That's it. I was going to do something else. My train of thought derailed. Sorry about that. Anyway, we will see you next week. God bless you all. Thanks again for watching. This has been another edition of Slickfish Radio.